is Tuesday, February the 28th, and I went in today for an ultrasound after being on the letrozole for 5 days. Went in this morning for an ultrasound. Everything went pretty good. The nurse was saying that it looked like I had follicles and I was near ovulation, and that, you know, we were just waiting for the results of the blood work and that my nurse would call me. So the day went completely by. I kind of forgot that I was waiting for a call from my nurse, but she called me this evening and said blood work looked good, the ultrasound, everything looked good, and now I need to do my trigger shot. So that is what we're about to do. I do have to go back tomorrow for another ultrasound scan. So they did it here in the Huntsville office, and my doctor, I guess she just wants another final look. I guess the images weren't what she wanted to see, or I guess they weren't as clear. I don't know. But when I was there, the nurse said that my lining was great. So I think my doctor just wants to see for herself. So anyway, we're about to do, Joe is going to help me with the, this is the trigger shot. This is called Pregnil. So this is what it looks like. This is I think it's a saline solution, and this is the powder. So basically I have to draw in I think it's 1 milliliter of this, put it in here, it'll mix it up, and then we'll do the shot. So let's get started. Joe is here to assist like the good old days. I have my handy dandy toolkit with all of our, all the stuff that we use. Couple alcohol swabs. So she said to draw up to 1 milliliter of this, and then pour it in here, and then we'll do like a little shake up. So we'll pop off these caps. That one. All right. We're not ready to do that yet.
Now sterilize your spot?
Not yet. I'm gonna pull this in.
Okay.
Yep.
Look at that, no bubbles.
So that's 1 milliliter there. Then it's gonna go into here, into the powder. And then we're gonna mix it. And there it is going in. Safety first, we put this cap back on. That screws off. Let this get mixed and dissolved in. And just like that, it's dissolved. No powder. That was quick.
Heisenberg.
Like no powder whatsoever. And then you put that new top on. Here's my, all of my scars from the surgeries. So she just said.
So I gotta pull all this out, huh?
Yep, we're gonna pull it all out. So remember to draw air in.
Through 1 milliliter. Okay.
You're gonna, stick it in, push out the air. Push out the air, hold it upside down, and draw in everything that's left. And this is the new needle?
Yep.
Oh my God.
It's a little long, ain't it?
Dang.
Yeah.
That thing is long.
You said it's a new needle?
This looks like the progesterone needle. Look at that.
It's crazy.
That legit, this is the progesterone needle. It's the same. Oh my God. Oh, we don't have a smaller needle. Dang.
That's it.
This is huge, y'all.
Medical. You'll be fine. Just don't look at it. Let's get over it.
Oh God.
Which spot?
Just here in the stomach area. Dang.
You ready? On the count of 3.
Okay, hold on, let me.
1, 2. There you go. See? Not even that bad. Okay. This is a dry one. Yeah. A little bit of blood. You got an actual thing.
Band-Aid?
Yeah. Or the gauze.
Oh yeah, gauze.
I know my stuff. Right. Okay, let's get a little Band-Aid too, but on top.
I wasn't ready for that.
That's what I did on 2.
Jeez.
But it's not bleeding right now.
Yeah. Whew. This reminds me of the medication I used to do for the stems. Kind of burn a little bit.
That's good we put the alcohol on. We probably shouldn't have done that.
No, that's fine.
That's
but
fine? Okay.
The solution itself.
Oh, you feel it inside?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
That's a fresh one.
Oh, fresh, yeah. You need to dispose of that.
All right, y'all. So here we go. Round 4. I'll keep you guys posted and take y'all on the journey. Hey y'all, so it is Thursday, March the 2nd, and I have officially started progesterone. So I think where I left off with my last video was I went to Birmingham to the clinic for a second ultrasound. So Tuesday the 28th, which was originally supposed to be our transfer day, I went into our local clinic for an ultrasound and blood work, and everything had looked good and progressed as it should have. So they called me like later on that day, my nurse did, or one of my nurses did, and said that it was time for me to do my trigger shot. So I needed to do my trigger shot that night. They also wanted me to come to Birmingham the next day, just because they wanted a certain image or shot of my uterus and the uterine lining, which they didn't get, I guess, a good enough shot when I went in on Tuesday. So they wanted me to come to Birmingham on Wednesday for another ultrasound and then pretty much get ready to start progesterone on yesterday. So went to Birmingham, everything looked good. The ultrasound was perfection. As my doctor said, she said, looks so good. The lining is exactly where they need it to be. My levels have progressed and they're where they need them to be. So yeah, I have officially started progesterone. I started yesterday. So I have my little set up here and I've been giving myself the injections. Most of the time Joe does them, but because it's the middle of the day and he's at work, I'm just doing it myself. So I also have here a mirror so that I can see and make sure I'm doing it correctly. So we're gonna get started on that. What I do is heat this up a little bit in the microwave so that I can kind of heat up the progesterone so it can go in a little easier. Yesterday was tough kind of getting it in there. I guess it's just so thick, and then these areas just kind of still being sore from, or I guess tight from the last time I was doing progesterone. So we're gonna throw this in the microwave and get started. So I usually take the progesterone and just kind of let it warm up on here as I'm preparing the, as I just prepare my little area. Well, actually there's nothing to do. So I just let it warm up here. And yeah, I guess I'll just take this out. I have some gauze here just in case there's bleeding. I always have this, like to have this ready just in case there's any bleeding. And then I also like to have a Band-Aid handy as well, just in case. You never know. Sometimes you get bleeding, sometimes you don't. So this is my setup. I have here this caddy that I use, extra progesterone here, alcohol swabs, gauze, Band-Aids, the actual needle for the injection, and then these are the needles that you draw up progesterone in, and then some lidocaine patches for numbing and that too. So, and then this is the little setup here. So yeah. So now I take alcohol swab, clean off the top, open up this needle. It's a serious needle, but thankfully this is not going in me. And then I draw it up to the 1 millimeter line, or milliliter line, because that's where I'm going to. And let out the air, turn it upside down, start drawing in the solution, and bring it all the way down to the 1. We're Gucci there. Put this back on and twist it off. Then I add on the actual needle that I'm going to use to do the injection. Twist that tight. And as you can see, it is to the 1 milliliter line. So now that is ready, and have my mirror here. Going to prep this area. So I have here a patch that I'm using just to kind of numb up the area. Remove that. Another alcohol swab. Clean this area. All right, y'all. Remove the needle or the cap. And then this is the needle size. And then, thank God, we are going to, oh gosh, okay. Y'all, I hate this part. Oh, but I'm a thug. I got this. I've done this before. All done. Y'all, that was a lot. Whew. No blood. Or maybe just a little tiny bit. Oh my gosh, my arm, my back. That took a lot. I just massage it down. I'll use a little heat to put on there. And I usually just stick this in my pants or whatever I'm wearing, just so that it can be on there. Let it do its thing. And that's it. Thanks for tuning into Sherelle's injection hour. And that's it. And just drop everything in here. And we're done. Put everything away. And that's it.